Rich.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
What's going on, Saul?
What up?
Good to see you. How you doing?
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Beautiful.
I want to know how y'all are doing.
Beautiful day here in South Carolina, so we're stuck indoors right now, but that's okay. Hey, before we start this video, I got something to share with you guys. About 5 weeks ago, these two guys decided, and you're going to notice the difference between the last video and this video. These guys decided we're going to go on diets. I stayed fat, they didn't. They lost a combined weight of probably 40 pounds already. They look fantastic. Their shirts fit them now, so now they do the RL drums very proudly. And so, you know, cheers to these guys right now. Did a great job. So awesome. All right.
God, that was shocking. didn't expect that one.
No, we didn't.
So why don't you guys, I don't know who wants to start first. I mean, there's been so much going on. I haven't seen you guys. Well, I've seen you guys, but I haven't seen you guys in this atmosphere in over a month. Let's talk about growth.
I will, and I'm going to make sure that this time I don't keep my legs crossed like the last time, and I kept rubbing my legs. So we're going to change that this time. That looks better. A lot of growth. So as we told you last time, we're going to be moving, and hopefully, if they get the building finished for us in time, it's going to be May 1st, basically. It's got 750 square feet of retail space in the front. Another 3,000 in the back with an additional room, air-conditioned, thank you, room, which is heavily insulated, so we can have customers in that want to try a drum set out, cymbals, things like that, and actually hear what they're going to sound like before they buy it.
So that's huge. You're going to have actually anybody that you wanted to that was interested in your product come in and actually put their hands on it and test them out.
Yeah, that's huge, because a lot of people, you know, we sell on Reverb, we sell on Shopify and things like that, and people very often ask us for sound bites. You can lead somebody to a sound bite, and you can do a YouTube video of this, you know, the sound of a cymbal, the sound of a drum, and it's not quite exactly what it's supposed to sound like. So anybody in the local area, or even further out, we've got people that have visited us from 200 miles away already, to come in and actually try something before they buy it. And I think that's the beauty of our company. You know, you can walk into a guitar center if you want to, and it's going to be pretty hard to find the cymbal you want to play. They're going to have a few sitting out there. But with us, whatever cymbal they want to try, it's going to be there for them to try it.
Yeah. That's huge. Yeah. I mean, that's really huge to be able to touch feel.
Yeah, the touch feel.
That's a big thing.
Yeah,
that's a big thing.
Yeah, it's great. And then, you know, growth-wise, well, so when we first started this business, well, Saul and I got together about a year and a bit ago now, isn't it? Yeah. You know, there were days when, you know, we'd say it's 11 o'clock, let's wrap it up for the day, and, you know, come in tomorrow and pray we got some orders, and sometimes it would work and sometimes it didn't. But lately, it's early in and late out, because it's been extremely busy. And what I'm seeing the growth in, Tom, is the majority of snare drums, full complete sets. Yeah, acrylic and wood, by the way. We're just starting to dabble in the wood. Yeah. Beautiful wood sets. It was a combination of birch. What is it, Saul?
Birch, maple, and hickory.
And hickory sets, and these things are fantastic. They'll be up on the YouTube at some point, and they can see them on Reverb, Shopify eventually. But yeah, and then we're seeing sales in the cymbals. You know, we started with octobans. Not everybody's a huge fan of octoban. They're a small drum.
Right.
And a lot of people, I think I mentioned this before, a lot of people buy them because they look cool. You know, set it up like a Van Halen set or something like that. They look cool, and maybe in a set of 5 or 6 songs, they might hit those drums once or twice. Yeah, but they look neat. You know, so that's what I buy. But I see the growth. I see the growth of RL drums being in the majority probably the cymbals, the drums, the complete drum sets in wood and acrylic, and the snare drums, because we've got a beautiful line of snare drums.
Right.
So that's where the growth is coming from.
Yeah. Now, you were talking before about having your customers be able to come in and get their hands on stuff. We'll break a little bit down on that. I know I've been watching Saul over here. I think he's got his hands on everything.
He does.
You know?
Yeah, he does.
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, we got our shipment in. I special ordered my own customer kit, you know. It's beautiful. I mean, if you've seen it, I put it out on I have over 900 views and likes on this kit.
It's amazing.
And I haven't even started putting it together yet. Now it's where I need it to be.
Yep.
And like I was telling Tom, it's muscle memory, because I haven't played in so long. Now I have a new kit, and I have it angled where I need it, where I feel comfortable to play it.
Yep.
So it's going to take me a little minute just to be able to play with my eyes closed and know where everything's at. And there's a lot of things to hit, believe me.
And what is this set, Saul? Tell us about this set.
Oh my lord, it's kind of like a bite off of Nico McBrain. If any of you guys out there know who that is, one of my favorite drummers in the world, because of his character, not just because of his playing style. I love the guy's character, and he uses square sizes. So 8x8, 6x8 is not square, but it's going to be equal to the 8 as far as length is concerned. So 6x8, 8x8, 10x10, 12x12, 14x14, all hanging, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a big beast over there. Now, I know Nico's got a 16x16 up in the top.
Hanging on the tree.
Hanging up there, but I said, no, I'm going to put that down below, so it's a floor tom and the 18-inch floor.
Yeah.
Two bass drums, 22x18s. And my half-inch thick acrylic snare.
Yes.
Sound like crazy. So and I fitted it with all augment cymbals of different series.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So things that I like to hear in my head, so I put them where they need to be.
Yep.
I've got bells up there as well, the 6-inch, and I have the 12-inch, 10-inch bell.
Yep.
I still have a Zill bell.
Oh,
up to the bottom now. Nobody can see it.
It hurts.
But I can swap it out because there is an 8-inch I can grab and put in there in its place. But other than that, everything else is all. I did away with all my
other stuff.
Big symbol thing,
Yep.
the Z thing.
The Z thing and
so they're gone and
the P thing on your drums.
Right, yeah. And I got a new stool, a new throne. That's so comfortable.
Oh, that's right.
So,
That's right, guys. We just got this great shipment in.
Yeah.
And we've got some new stands, heavy duty stuff, and this new throne is unbelievable. Yeah. It is so comfortable. I've never sat on a more comfortable. I would like to bring one home just to sit in.
Oh my god!
I mean, seriously.
And the reason why besides with mine was I had my cat that passed away, bless her heart. She scratched my old one up, and so it looked like crap when you take pictures of the drums. That's why I had that Iron Maiden drape over the top of the seat, so you can't see all the scratch marks.
Yeah.
Anyway, but that wasn't my main reason why I'm getting rid of it. It was a 4-leg deal, and I kept stubbing my toes on it. I mean, I took it to work today. I says, "Here, this is my the one I broke my toe on," and I fucking trip over the thing. Excuse my French, but jeez, it's like I can't get away from it.
Within 2 minutes, he stubbed his toe on the same thing again.
Get this thing.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing about Saul, and the reason why it's great having him on board, is because of his knowledge of the drums over the years, and the cymbals, obviously. We'll get a new batch of cymbals in, and he'll say, "Wow, let's give these a try," and we do, and then we put some videos out on them, obviously, and he'll go, "I really like these ones." And I said, "I thought you liked the Complex series." He goes, "I did, but I kind of like the Extreme series now, the Energy series." So every time he gets something in, it's something new to listen to.
Nuances in the cymbal, and I said, "That's something I'd like to hear." And that's why I have a variety. I don't have just one series. I have multiple series on my kit.
Right.
Because this is what I want from this series. This is what I want from that series. And that's how I do it.
No, it's awesome. It's a good partnership here, and especially with you on board now, Tom. So we get our stuff out there and videoing us and what have you, like we're doing right now. I think again, going back to the growth, I'm seeing, Saul's seeing it finally now too, is on Messenger, for example. It's blowing up till 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock in the morning sometimes.
Right.
Because people have normal jobs.
Of course.
They play the bands on the weekends, but then they want to talk about drums after work. So, 12 o'clock, midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and we're answering them.
Right.
We're working on quotes for people all the time, and special sized drums. And, it's not very often that someone's going to say, "You've got the exact set that I want to buy."
Right.
We have the sets, we have the certain sizes, like Saul was just saying, and a smaller version of that. But the majority of guys, they like to hear maybe a 14x10 or maybe a 12x8 instead of a 12x9. My ear at this age probably can't hear much of the difference in that,
right?
But they can. And so whatever the customer wants, that's what we'll get them.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
So when I was talking about hands-on, I was talking about the approach of hands-on you have your hands on everything that's going out that door.
Yes.
You're literally putting all that equipment together.
Yes.
Okay. How do you feel about that? I mean, going from where you were to where you're at now,
it's busy. We're getting there to the point where, it's what I do.
Every day is something new. Every day is something new. We'll get in there in the morning sometimes and I'll say, "Hey, remember that email I sent you last night?" "Oh, that's right. Well, we got to get this guy's drum made differently than what we have sitting on our shelf. He wants some kind of a different a throw off, or he wants some kind of a different hoop or whatever. And if we got it, we'll build it for the guy. So yeah, it's a lot more hands-on than it was before. Before it was just kind of, we were drilling octagons and doing that, which wasn't brain surgery by any means, and boxing them up and just waiting for the orders to come in. Nowadays, a guy might even call and say, hey, I love your octagons, but I really want a black hoop and I want a red head on it. I don't want a clear head. So it was kind of a futile thing that we boxed all of them up with part numbers, and now we're taking them out.
I was like cringing because we have so many boxed out.
Yeah, we do.
They are.
We do. So again, with this move coming up, luckily enough, I got a bunch of guys to help out because it's going to be tough. I don't even know if we can do it in a weekend, but we'll try.
So we're looking probably on a ballpark average somewhere around the beginning of May, I would imagine. Correct?
Yeah, that's what the plan is. I personally think that we'll be able to continue running RL drums the way we're running it today in that new building, but I think the retail part of it's probably going to take us a good 3 or 4 weeks to get that up and running.
Get that up and going.
Yeah, we want it to look nice, and when somebody walks in, they look to the left, there's a set that might intrigue somebody, there's a different set that might intrigue somebody, and then there's a row of cymbals, posters on the wall of drummers. We want it to look really like inviting.
Yeah.
We want people to come in there and hang out with us.
Right.
Right. That's and people have already said, I can't wait till you guys move because we want to come and hang out with you.
They'll be hanging out.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
We'll
have the tunes playing. It'll be fun.
Yeah, we're just trying to figure out what hours we're supposed to be open.
So right now we're on Facebook. Obviously, we got the RL Drums page on Facebook.
Right.
There's links on that Facebook page that go to TikTok as well as YouTube.
Right.
YouTube, we have a lot of videos. Saul testing a lot of different cymbals out, and we're going to expand that soon.
It's great. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah.
And how do people? Question for you, Tom, because you do this and I don't do this. You sit there and spend a lot of hours on your computer. Mm-hmm. If somebody really likes something, how do they tell us they like it? They just like it?
They can literally like it, make a comment. I mean, anything helps. I mean, that helps us to realize what they're looking for.
Right. Okay.
Over time, when things build up, you can see algorithms where we can look back and say, wow, this is a really sought after product here.
Okay.
That's something we may want to definitely not have to be something that you order, but we definitely want to have it on the shelves.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Gotcha.
I mean, with anything, it takes time.
Absolutely. So the one more thing I wanted to mention too is, obviously people come into drum stores, not always to buy a set of drums or a cymbal, but the majority of guys go into drum stores because they want to buy a new head or they want to buy a set of new sticks. Yeah. So we're researching right now. We pretty much have chosen Attack for the line of heads, and a lot of people do like the Attack line. So we're going to stock the Attack line of heads there in all the sizes we need. And I'm in talks right now with 2 different manufacturers of drumsticks. Yeah. We'll pick the best one, obviously, and have those available too. Mm-hmm. So we'll have the cheaper sticks for the people that want to come in and just beat the crap out of their drums and throw a set of sticks away, or beginners. Yeah. But we'll also have the higher end sticks that are going to last a long time as well. So we want to have that. We want to have drum keys. We want to have all the little things you need.
You just walk in and pick up.
To pick it up. Absolutely, yeah. So, and I think we're going to try to be as price competitive as we possibly can. I've been in a different business for 38 years prior to this, and we grew on the fact that our customer service was fantastic, which ours is.
Oh, let's discuss that real quick. Let's talk about the customer service.
It's been great. If anybody goes on Reverb and wants to see what people are saying about us, every single 384 sales worth minus 1, we have 5 stars. And the one person who accidentally hit 1 star, but it doesn't matter. It keeps us at 5 stars. I mean, everybody comments on the quality of the product, the way it's been shipped, and the speed of getting it out the door.
Yeah. And I also see a lot of verbal. There's a lot of verbal there that you guys are actually right there in the front, whether it's Saul or you. You guys are communicating with them.
Exactly.
And communication is key in today's world. I mean, a lot of things going wayside. I mean, you go to a lot of these manufacturers and stuff, and you're lucky if you can talk to somebody. After you jump through 10 automated systems.
Yeah, that's very true.
Now, I mean, literally, they can just email you and be direct. If it needs a phone call, I mean, that's what happens.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna be switching my phone fairly soon. I still have an Ohio 440 area code phone, and I just thought about that. I better get a South Carolina phone. I've been here 9 years.
Right.
So an 864 would be great. Yeah. So we're gonna answer the phone when people call. We answer the phone. It's not going to go through a press 1 for sales, press 2 for whatever. No, we're answering the phone.
That's it. We're there.
What I want to do in this business is I want people to know that the customer service they're getting from us and the quality of the product they're getting from us is second to none, and they're going to come back into our store, or if they're not in our store, they're buying through Reverb or whatever it is, they're going to keep coming back as a repeat customer and put the word out to other people.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely. Well, I think it was good. We had a good little sit-down talk. Let's
Yep.
wrap this up.
Absolutely.
I guess we'll try to do this again in a month from now.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh, one thing that we did forget to talk about, Nashville.
Oh, Nashville. Okay.
Let's hear a little bit about Nashville.
All right. If I have this correct, the Nashville show is the 21st and 22nd of July. It's a Saturday and Sunday. We have decided to go with a 10 by 30 booth size this year, which is the biggest yet for us. We're planning on having a couple sets, maybe 3. We're going to have some cymbals, some snare drums, some octobans set up there. We're not going to kill it with too much product because we want people to come into the booth and feel welcome. We've also rented an Airbnb house, so on that Saturday evening, the first day of the show, we're going to invite certain people to stop by, have a couple pieces of pizza or whatever and a drink, and just have some good conversations. Because we got a lot of people out there that are already calling us brother, so we've invited them all over. So we're looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. We just gotta figure out what are we taking this time. We put some beautiful sets up on Reverb recently, and I said to Saul this morning, I said, you know what? I almost don't want to sell those sets because I want to take a couple of them to the show with us, because they're so beautiful. Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, anybody who wants to go to Nashville, you'd have the opportunity to sit down and talk with either Rich and Saul. You can talk to them in person, plus get your hands on some of their products.
Yeah, come on down.
I think that's huge.
Yeah, it is. So, absolutely. But yeah, Tom, I appreciate the time, man, that you've given us to get this video going, and I look forward to the next one in about 4 weeks or so.
Absolutely. Well, I appreciate it, Rich.
Thank you, sir. Thanks very much, Tom.
Thank you, Saul.
Got it.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.